Hello again. I'm just reviewed my first review, and I noticed I missed a couple of things, so I just thought I'd do an add-on here and just discuss a couple of things that I missed in the first review. Mostly, I want to talk about that I missed was the action or the barrel itself. It is Chinese steel, and so far okay. Brake barrel requires about 30 pounds, guesstimating right now, of force to cock it. It's not too bad. Probably wouldn't be getting my 10-year-old or 11-year-old to do it or purchase them this. But my 12-year-old nephew, niece, no problem, 30 pounds. Decent workout for them too. It's a rifled barrel. Very nice actually rifling. And there is one thing, as you can see here, there's a bit of a muzzle piece here. Currently it's, from what I'm reading, it serves no purpose whatsoever. Except for, in my mind, it does protect the muzzle in case you drop it. Heaven forbid. The other thing I like about it, it looks cool. So I've left it on. I have seen other people take it off and make it look clean. Personally, I like it, and again, it protects the end of the muzzle. The other thing I kind of missed last time is talking about the rail system for the scope. You'll notice that this is a single piece rail system, dovetail. Again, for entry-level shooters and or people that are getting into firearms, I like it. So far, as I mentioned, I put 1,000 rounds, pellets, through it, and I have had to tighten it down once. I did take the time at the beginning to put it on correctly and made sure it was all leveled, and then put it on and using the right sequence for screwing it down. I did use a little bit of Loctite as well, not much. It does have a recess hole in the top of the barrel for the single piece rail, and I find it fits very nice, and I've had no issues with it so far. Again, the single piece rail system, again, nice for entry-level people to practice and put it on. I like it. I put it on, and so far no issues. The other thing I wanted to mention about this rifle was its dangerous range and effective range. Dangerous range seems to be about 100 to about 120 meters, no more than that. Remember, this is the sub 500 FPS. You might be able to get a couple of more meters if you elevate the barrel, but again, 120. I try not to elevate the barrel. I like to shoot on a flat plane or a flat trajectory. So for me, doing that, I find no more than 100, 120 meters. Effective range is about 50 to 60 meters. I'm finding, again, with a flat trajectory, that at about 50 meters, I have roughly about a 10 to 14 inch deflection rate, depending on what pellet I have. So far, the cleanest one that I've seen is the Crosman Premier Domed. It has the sort of flattest trajectory with the least amount of drop at the end. Neglected to mention in the last time concerning the scope. As mentioned, center point 3x9 by 40 AOE, adjustable objective estimator. It's, as mentioned, really good scope. It comes with your scope covers. I recommend using them when the rifle is not in use. A lot of particulate matter floating around the house. It's micro micro size. Anyways, that stuff has a tendency to, when it lands on the lenses, the lenses get dirty, even though you're not outside. The lenses have a really nice coating, and the more expensive the scopes, the more expensive and the number of amounts of coating that you get on these lenses. The idea is to touch the lenses as least as possible, and it includes cleaning them. So the most you can keep them clean, the better. They're okay. They work. I like them again just to keep the lenses clean. They just pop off pretty easily. I just keep them close by. Let's put it down here for now. So, the center point scope is a couple of features. Fast focus, magnification. It's got your elevator turrets, wind turrets, and on this side of the rifle it's got the illuminator turret for green and red and dimming. It also has on the objective lens the bezel, or the parallax view illuminator, the AOE. I'll show you just a little up close. The scope itself. So again, the fast focus, magnification, dovetail rings, windage turret, elevator turret, and your illumination for green, red, and dimming. And then there is your bezel for the, excuse me if my hands get close, for the objective, adjustable objective. Now on these AOEs, there's a reason why there's an E. It's an estimator. For myself, on this particular scope, if I'm zeroed out at 20, so when I do the adjustment for the parallax, I find that I'm basically the numerical value on the bezel is greater than the distance. So for me, if I'm shooting targets at about 20 meters, when I tune this to focus and along with the fast focus, I will find that the numerical value is about 30. So it is an estimator, so if you are out there and playing with it and the numbers do not correspond with the actual distance out there, that's fine. I don't really pay attention to the numbers at all. I focus and use the parallax with the fast focus to eliminate target bounce. I think that's about it for the scope, and any other details I'll try and see if I can show you the illumination. I'm not sure if it's actually going to work, but there's the green that's in there. See if I can't get that, something like that. Green. Sorry if I'm missing the colors. And as you can see, I'll just go round through and hopefully you can see that. So that's the last little details that I could think about on the scope. And well, as I said, it's a beautiful day in BC, and I think we're done, and it's time to go skiing. Take care. Bye-bye.